Welcome to the richest country in the world, where some sleep in storm drains, abandoned cars, and graveyards. This is America, and today we're exposing the top 10 U.S. states where homelessness has become a living nightmare. From California's sun-drenched coasts to New York's concrete canyons, we'll reveal the places where the American dream has died. These aren't just statistics, they're stories of real people, teachers, veterans, families, pushed to the edge. Our teams went inside the encampments to uncover the truth, and what we found is more shocking than you can imagine. We're exposing the failed policies and the stark contrast between unimaginable wealth and desperate poverty, often just blocks apart. Get ready. What you're about to see will change the way you look at America's streets forever. This is the side of the country they don't want you to see. California, the Golden State, now faces a crisis. Over 180,000 people are homeless. Entire blocks turned into tent cities. Skid Row is the epicenter. Open drug use, untreated mental illness, and makeshift shelters. California's wealth is staggering, but so is the neglect. The California dream was for everyone. Now, it's on life support. In Oregon, the crisis has exploded. Homelessness in Portland has soared over 40% since 2020. Encampments now fill parks, school grounds, and highways. Families are afraid to let their kids play outside. The state's drug decriminalization law, meant to help, left a vacuum. Treatment centers never materialized, and open-air drug markets took over. We saw people openly using fentanyl in broad daylight, with no intervention. Businesses have fled downtown Portland, leaving a ghost town of boarded-up storefronts. We spoke to a former shop owner. "My city is gone. I couldn't fight it anymore." The human toll is devastating. Families trapped, addicts without help, and the homeless caught in chaos. Oregon's crisis is a warning. When policies fail, cities unravel fast. What was once a progressive paradise is now a symbol of urban decay. The dream of safety and community has vanished. In Seattle, Washington, tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft tower over a growing humanitarian crisis. The tech boom sent housing costs soaring, pushing even middle-class families onto the streets. We met a former restaurant cook. His rent doubled, his wages didn't. Now he lives in a tent, watching Teslas drive by. Washington has one of the highest rates of homeless veterans. Many live in camps near VA hospitals, feeling safer in war zones than on Seattle's streets. The city's solutions are managed tent cities that don't address root causes. Residents feel abandoned as parks become permanent encampments. The prosperity isn't trickling down, it's pushing people out. In Washington, the future is being built for some, while thousands are left behind. The promise of a better tomorrow is buried under a tent. In Arizona, homelessness is a fight for survival against deadly heat. Phoenix summers reach 115 degrees. The pavement can cause third-degree burns. Shelters are full, and for many, the streets are the only option. The inferno never ends. Texas cities like Austin and Houston are booming, but so is homelessness. Encampments line highways and creek beds. Policies swing back and forth, but solutions are scarce. We met a sound technician, once working concerts, now living in a tent city after the pandemic wiped out his industry. I helped make the magic happen. Now, I'm the guy people avoid at red lights. Texas's economic growth has left many behind. The social safety net is weak. In rural areas, poverty is hidden. In cities, it's a crisis of addiction, mental health, and displacement. The Texas miracle casts long shadows. Thousands live in desperation beneath the skyscrapers. Can we have explosive growth without human wreckage? Right now, the answer is no. The dark side of the boom is impossible to ignore. In Louisiana, the homelessness crisis is so dangerous, many sleep in graveyards rather than shelters. Shelters are rife with violence and theft. People feel safer among the tombs. We met David, homeless for 5 years. In the shelter, you sleep with one eye open. Here, the neighbors are quiet. Natural disasters like hurricanes destroy affordable housing. pushing thousands into homelessness overnight. Recovery is slow, and for the poorest, it never comes. Generational poverty means there was never much of a safety net. In Louisiana, survival means finding a dry, safe place, sometimes among the dead. It's a tragedy unfolding in the shadows of the French Quarter. Las Vegas, Nevada, glittering lights above misery below. Nevada has one of the highest rates of unsheltered homelessness. Much of it is hidden in the storm drains beneath the city. We walked through these tunnels. Hundreds live here, building makeshift homes from casino cast-offs. A former car dealer, a young couple. Each story is a fall from hope to fear, always one flash flood away from disaster. The pandemic devastated Las Vegas. Jobs vanished, support services collapsed. The billions flowing through casinos never reach those in need. Tourists walk above, unaware of the medieval conditions below. Las Vegas sells a dream to the world, while ignoring the nightmare beneath its feet. The illusion can't hide the crisis forever. In New York, nearly 100,000 people, mostly families, live in shelters, hidden in plain sight. Sky-high rents are the main culprit. One crisis, a lost job, a medical bill, can push anyone out. The invisible army is everywhere, but rarely seen. Hawaii, paradise for tourists, a crisis for locals. Hawaii has the second highest homelessness rate in the US, driven by a tourism economy that's priced out its own people. Locals work in hotels and restaurants, but can't afford rent. Many live in cars or tents just steps from luxury resorts. We met a concierge, now homeless. I help tourists live their fantasy, but I have nowhere to go at night. Native Hawaiians are hit hardest, a continuation of displacement from ancestral lands. The industry that sustains Hawaii is destroying its communities. The beauty masks a deep injustice. Paradise is being lost, one eviction at a time. For many, Hawaii is no longer home. In Colorado, homelessness is impossible to ignore. Encampments line Denver's streets and parks. The state's homeless population has surged nearly 40% in 2 years. Rents have skyrocketed, and even those with jobs are being pushed out. We saw camps just blocks from the capital, a symbol of government failure. The city spends millions on beautification, but the crisis worsens. Sweeps and bans just move people around, never solving the problem. Colorado's growth has outpaced its conscience. The crisis is in plain sight, a broken social contract on display. We've crossed a nation in crisis, from Hawaii's beaches to Las Vegas's tunnels, from Hollywood's shadows to New Orleans's graveyards. These aren't just the top 10 states. They're mirrors reflecting a national failure of policy, compassion, and the American dream. The people we met are mothers, veterans, teachers, workers, fighting for dignity in a system that's failed them. The solution starts with admitting this is unacceptable in the richest country in history. America's streets are screaming. Are we listening? Share this video. Comment still standing. Silence is no longer an option.